What the heck? Ah! What in the world? It's a ghostly figure out there. Okay. Last thing I remember, I was doing a review on the Evil Dead. And now I think something's gone amiss. The ghosts are coming back. Oh God. I think I'm falling. I'm not doing aerobicide. I'm not exercising these ghosts. This is the demons. This is the Evil Dead trilogy. I remember I got to talk about 2 movies. I don't know where Paperback Hunkin'. Maybe the demons got him. What the heck? My hand! Ah! And then there's this ghost. Well, welcome to the Justin Zone.
Justin Zone! If you're feeling down, you don't have to feel alone. Just get on the internet, go to the Justin Zone. He's the best friend that you have ever known. Yes, boys and girls, it's time for the Justin Zone. Throw your brain out the window and enter the unknown. Now don't adjust your screen, you're in the Justin Zone. Throw your brain out the window, forget what you've known. Don't adjust the screen, you're in the Justin Zone. You're in the Justin Zone. You're in the Justin Zone. Oh God, oh God, we're in the Justin Zone. We're in the Justin Zone. We're in the Justin Zone. We're in the Justin Zone.
Well, welcome to the Justin Zone. As I said, there's a ghostly presence around here. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, today's Evil Dead 2, An Army of Darkness. I'm trying to keep my freaking hand. It's going for the camera. Hey, you stupid thing. What in the world? Ah! Who are you?
I'm a ghost, stupid.
Well, you don't have to call me stupid, but can you kind of help me? What is my hand doing?
You're supposed to cut it off.
You mean like in the movie?
Duh.
Oh, well, you're not very helpful of a ghost. I mean...
I'm not supposed to be.
But you're supposed to be helping me if you're a ghost.
Said?
The ghost!
I don't help you. I do what I want.
Well, okay, you want me to cut off my hand?
Exactly, you fool.
Oh, all right. Well, All right, remember, you said this. There, are you happy?
What the heck just happened?
I cut off my hand. You told me to cut off my hand.
Oh my God. I didn't really mean cut off your hand, you idiot. Now it can't come back.
All right, well, what do I do now?
I don't know. Go to a freezer and put it under ice or something.
But where are you going?
I'm getting the heck out of here.
What, you think I'm nuts?
Exactly. I'm sticking around for this. I have better things to do.
All right.
People to scare
Well,
than
come
you.
on. Well, I just cut off my hand.
I have better people to scare than you. Go call EMS for help.
Okay, I guess that ghost wasn't very helpful. And goodbye to you, too. I think I ought to get, ghost services next time. Anyway, today on the Justin Zone, why I'm freaking in agony, we're talking about Evil Dead 2, An Army of Darkness, which were the remaining films in the series. Ow. Anyway, so Evil Dead 2 was, in a way, it was a sequel, or sort of was, depending on what you think. With Evil Dead 2, that kind of takes place right where Ash and Linda are back in the series. There had been so many different rewrites of how they wanted, but you get to know more about the book, and you get to know more about the city of the castle of Kandar, where the book came from, stuff like that. So they go back to the cabin, and of course, once he turns on the tape recorder, that's when all heck breaks loose. You know, he cuts off his hand, kind of like I did mine. So anyway, you know, during the course of all this, he has to end up killing Linda. Well, during all this, after we find out there's something else going on, well, apparently the professor of this, he has a daughter, and well, I don't know if he's a son or a boyfriend of the daughter. I don't know. They never really clarified that much with that. Well, they go and they found more pages of the Book of the Dead, and you don't know really much what's going on with all that. So, needless to say, they come and they're coming to the cabin to find their father. They didn't know what was going on either, so it's like, you know, well, when Ash tries to leave earlier, of course the bridge is out, you know. Not much to go in with the movie of the second one. I mean, I don't want to give away too much. You know, there are some people say it was more funny than the first one. Some people say it was different. For what it was worth, it was still Evil Dead, you know. So, of course, with that, now the biggest thing about Evil Dead 2 was getting money for it. There was a lot of people who didn't really want to get money for it. And at the time, he hadn't done too much more because he had just done Evil Dead. So he kind of had to do more to get credibility, you know. And so he finally was able to muster up enough money to do it. Funny thing about this movie, Ted Raimi is also in it. He plays one of the ghouls or the ghosts, like the creatures in this. Ironically, is interesting enough is his brother, Sam's brother Ted, has done also, amongst other things, he was in Hercules and Xena, which Sam, of course, helped produce. He was in a couple other movies. He was in Dark Man. He was in the Spider-Man movies. You know, it's kind of interesting how some people tend to overuse their people they know or people they've worked with or family. But interestingly enough, let's go to the next movie in the chapter, Army of Darkness. Now, of course, you have where, you know, basically how he got this way, I'm not going to tell. Basically, he is in the medieval ages. Has to find a way back. Now, of course, he had cut off his hand and grafted it with a chainsaw, which is what he's really been known for as that character. And, you know, anyway, with that, it's needless to say, interestingly enough, he has to find a way home. And by finding a way home, he has to find the Book of the Dead again. Well, weird stuff happens, and like the dead are all coming after him again. You know, and basically it turns into a whole army of evil, dead, zombies, skeletons, whatever you want to call them. Now, Ted's actually in this one, too. It's just interesting is, if you know what he looks like, you can find him. So, okay, and then let's go off to the next. Now, afterwards, there had been so many talks of what was next. There was talk of a reboot, an entire remake of it. There have been talks of sequels, stuff like that. I mean, at this point, then, it becomes such a big cult phenomenon because you had Evil Dead 2 video games, you had comic books, you even had action figures. But the big talk was what was next. I mean, you know, Sam Raimi had become such a big-time director. Did he really? But, you know, sometimes you don't remember. You always remember what you're going through. So, well, they were approached eventually they found a director that they thought might be appropriate for this. And what they did then is he said Bruce and Sam Sam signed on sort of right away. I don't know how that got into that. Bruce Campbell would not sign on as long as they agreed not to remake the Ash character. And they kept to that agreement. You know, but if you've never seen this new Evil Dead, I highly recommend it. It's groovy. You know, it's definitely one of those movies that it has to be a must. You know, I myself am not being haunted by the dead anymore, thank God. And look, my hand grew back. Uh-oh. These ghosts just don't get the hint. Ugh. Anyway, this has been a very interesting season for the Justin Zone. I'm glad you were with me on my weird trips and all over. And so, how better to end it than just being myself? Now that was really creepy. So, what's next season? You'll have to find out from Justin Zone's World Tour coming up in September. This has been the Justin Zone. I think I gotta run off now, because I think the ghosts are gonna follow me and they're not too happy with me. Alright, later. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed this season of the Justin Zone. Don't forget to go online and vote go on my Facebook page and vote for the 4th movie I'll be doing. I'm doing the most viewed episodes, which I've already picked out. I've done a couple other things, but say I'm doing 3 episodes plus one more if I can get you the fans to vote for that last movie. Go ahead, go on Facebook right now and start your voting. Remember, it's not good movie unless Justin Zone approves it. See ya.